know, shawty got low. Hey, show me what I gotta do to get you home. My juice full of guap and ready for shows. Got a next way back for the sexy grown. Put on the rocks that'll make you moan. 1 step, come on. 2 steps, come on. 3 steps, come on. That is 3 grand. What you think I'm playing? Baby girl, I'm the man. I did a rubber band. That's what I told her. Her legs on my shoulder. I knew it was over. That Henny and Cola got me like a soldier. She ready for Rover. I couldn't control her. So lucky on me, I was just like a toaster. Shorty was hot like a toaster. Sorry, but I had to fold her like a pornography poster. She showed her apple bottom jeans with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Them baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the straps. Turned around and gave that big booty a slap. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. She was worth the money. Mama took my cash, and I ain't want it back. The way she bit that bag, got all them paper stacks, tattoo bubble crack. I had to handle that. I was on it, tipsy on it, get me shown and make me want it. 2 in the morning, I'm zoning in them rosé bottles foaming. She wouldn't stop, made it dry. Jordan did that poppin' lie. Had to break her off that bar. That was fine, just like my glide. Apple bottom jeans with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Them baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the straps. Turned around and gave that big booty a slap. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Come on. Woo!
That was awesome, girl.
There you go, ladies.
High five. Way to go, girls. Killer job.
No, babe. You're really heavy. Oh, a ring.
Are you okay? You gonna make it? How's your
Can I
finger?
have a bread?
Yes, you can have a bread. You want some cheese on it? What's up, family? So good to see you. Hey, Kels, could you do me a favor and make that picture a little bigger?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, guys, we are so incredibly excited. It's been
2 weeks.
2 weeks
That's
since our last, since the last time we got to hang out.
A lot has happened in the last 2 weeks.
A lot has happened in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, there was the election, which we don't really need to talk about.
Yeah.
Everyone's talked a lot.
Yeah,
about
I'm
that.
tired of even bringing it up.
But that happened.
Yeah, good thing though about the election, we were nowhere near a TV. We were in Big Bend. We had an absolute amazing time. Man, anyways, it was awesome. We can talk more about that later. Candace, so good to see you. Sean, so good to see you. Welcome to the party, Sean. Jennifer, what's up? Nancy, so good to see you. Ken Miller, Cheryl Green, Sharon. Yeah, I know. It's getting bad. It's so good to see everybody. Who else we got over here? Ryan, so good to see you. Carol Blackman, what's up, girlfriend? Thank you, Carol. The trees at my house look absolutely amazing. As we got everybody filtering in here, if you're new, if you've got your crew, be sure to post it. We've got lots of fun things coming up. Please put on where you're calling in, or where first time listener, long time listener, first time caller. Please put in where you're jumping in from. Cali side, so good to see you. Reed, oh boy, Reed, you're in for a good time. Jamie, what's up, girlfriend? Long time no see. Hope everything is well. Jane Lewis, hello. Who else we got? Tony Gannell. All right, let's get some wine in our glass. We were cheating, and
I wasn't cheating. I started with the correct wine. I've got some rosé in my glass.
Let's get a little rosé. It's been a rosé day. I don't know about you guys. I had a hell of a week. There's not one thing that was like horrible about it, but just like a lot of like just stuff just dragging me down, which is kind of a bummer.
It's not like you either.
Yeah, I know.
Chris is usually so resilient.
That's right. Sorry, I think I popped a vein or something.
Yeah, something happened.
We got a beautiful cheese plate and charcuterie. Little update, by the way, on our cheese plate. Not only is it as good as ever,
Yep.
Chef Ty, a lot of you guys have were at one of the last release parties. His pimento cheese is like insane. And he's starting to put that on the cheese plate. He makes his very own pimento cheese. You can also order that now as a little,
Its own thing.
yeah, as a little bite at William Chris too.
I don't know
Also,
where to start with this.
if you haven't seen Chef Ty's taco trailer, he's got a really cool trailer. He just like,
It's like a little cart.
yeah, it's
Not
a cart.
trailer, it's a
Yeah, it's not a, yeah, you don't pull it behind a car. You pull it behind like
You can
a
push
bike.
it. Yeah, or you can just walk with it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to come today for it. Tacos are already sold out for the day.
Mm-hmm. But
they'll be
he's been
back
making
next weekend.
just impromptu taco time. So,
Mhm.
Brian, so good to see you. Arthur, so good to see you. Jennifer Anderson, so good to see you. Susie Hanson, I have not seen you in way too long. So good to see you. Doug DuPont, what's up, Doug? All right.
Nancy, it's 2020. It's still. I don't know why she said that.
Yeah,
Probably
it's still
can't help someone
2020.
else.
We're dicing
Yesterday
through
was
it.
Friday the 13th again.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
So
God.
far, so good.
You have to eat that.
I just
With
ate some.
Did you
But
eat
not
it on the
that
little
cracker.
cranberry toast?
No.
It is really delicious
Me
here.
too, huh?
I'll let you finish it.
Well,
Well, let's jump right in. By the way, I hope everybody got their recipes from Chef Ty. We've got two
Yes.
original recipes that should have been sent to you. Whoever ordered this pack was emailed out to you on Thursday. That has got a sweet potato, correct?
no.
Oh.
Butternut squash.
Oh, but yeah. Whoa. It was yellow. I knew that. And
It's a butternut squash raw.
my
recipe.
favorite. Hope you guys can see this.
Yeah, take it up there.
Oh yeah, and I don't know how. I'm like a fat kid in a candy
Yeah.
store.
The
We've been
only
prepping and sitting here looking at this for 30 minutes.
I was gonna say the only problem with it is we have to wait for the Grenache, but you're not gonna wait.
Yeah.
It'll pair best with
Seriously?
the Grenache.
You're killing me over
I'm
here.
holding off.
You're killing me. You're killing me.
I'm gonna practice some self-control.
Rosé. Dang, this is
Oh.
good. This is, most rosés don't get better with time. This is just keep on. This Mourvèdre, Malvasia, Sangio Rosé has just gotten so good. Big news. We're also bottling Pet Nat this week, which is super fun. I say super fun.
Always
Our
fun.
team, it's a long couple of days. We're going to be hand bottling, hand crown capping, which is super laborious, but super fun. So we're excited to get the first 2020 vintage in bottle, which is exciting. But this 2019 rosé is absolutely delicious. It's so crisp, so tasty.
So good. It's interesting you say it's just gotten better. I mean, it's still so young.
It's like
only
it's
19,
the day we
but-
bottled it. It's so crisp. It's so aromatic. We are doing Thanksgiving this year at the river, and we are bringing a half case of this. I don't know about you guys. Like first of all, we both grew up in San Angelo, which has just a great Mexican food influence. And so like, you go to our Thanksgiving table, we will have tamales the night before. We'll have tamales the morning of. We have Julio salsa. We have chips. We have Fernandez salsa, which is Fernandez is one of my favorites. So like we eat. If you go to my house, anyways, you see a lot of chips and salsa. We don't personally eat a lot of tamales, but around Thanksgiving, oh my God, we are scarfing.
I've been known to make myself sick on tamales.
Yeah, and you know what we're drinking? A truckload of this. That's what we're doing. We're drinking
Yep.
Pet Nat. This is what we drink when we're prepping dinner. Like, and
Ray wonders if a half case will be enough, and it might not be.
that it might not be. And like we also like. So my parents, they don't drink. I mean, they drink, but they don't like. You kind of get a weird look from my mom if you open a bottle of wine at like 10 a.m. And my sister, she drinks mimosa. She also drinks vodka, but like holidays, we're like, hey, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, well, as soon as you start frying that turkey, you can have a drink.
Yeah, my dad, by the way, he's like, I'm going to go open some scotch outside. But we opened Pet Nat at 10 a.m. and my mom's like, oh, well, it's Bubbles. It's okay. We're not going to get some bad looks. So, and we drink this rosé. This will be a fan favorite at our Thanksgiving because it goes so well with food prep. It's very crushable. As my mom has noticed several Thanksgivings in a row, when she goes to throw something away, she's like, guys, were these 3 rosé bottles from last night? And we're like, oh no, they're all from this morning. So again, a big fan favorite, and a big deal at my house for sure. It goes great with tamales. If you guys don't do tamales for Thanksgiving, I highly recommend it. Okay. I feel like we've definitely, I'm just trying to get to the rosé. Let's talk about our week, by the way. We had, like Catherine said, why don't you tell them about Big Bend?
Oh, it was awesome. Oh my gosh. So we've never taken the kids there, and we've never just gone to hike either. Mm-hmm. We did a little canoe trip a decade ago there, but we've never really hiked it. So it was awesome. We found some great hikes that were a challenge for the kids, but not overboard.
Yeah, there were no problem for us because we're so awesome. Well, that's not true. No, we were puffing.
Only on that elevation. Yeah. We're fine otherwise.
We did probably 8 to 10 miles a day every day for 2 days.
Yeah, I killed my Fitbit group.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I killed that challenge.
And I'll have to say hats off to the school system. It was so cool. Our 4th grader, Junie, she came in one day and said, hey, Dad, I either want to go right now. My two top places I want to go are Paris. I was like, okay, that's awesome. And she's like, or Big Bend. And I'm like, all right, we'll go to Big Bend.
Yeah, well, it's a cool thing that in 4th grade, I guess, I don't know if it's nationwide or if our kids' teacher just knows how to take advantage of this, but all 4th graders get a complimentary free pass to any national park. Mm-hmm. And it's good until they go into 5th grade. It's like a whole year's worth. And so we redeemed it, and I thought it would just be good for that visit, but she got a little national park card. So any national park the rest of the year, free admission. And because Big Bend does their entry based on your vehicle, we all got in free for both days we went in.
Which is pretty awesome.
So it's just a really cool program. So if you have a 4th grader or if you're going to have one soon, look into it. Really cool.
I have to say, we just rented a little house and just escaped. We had no phone, no internet, or very, very little for 4 days. It was absolutely incredible. Just so great connection time with not only my sweet bride, but it was such a great time with the kids. Just having, it seems like we also travel a lot with other people, which is so much fun, but, or go do stuff with our friends, which is great, but just to have that family time was just so awesome and so relieving.
It's a different dynamic when it's just the 4 of you.
And whenever I came back, our team was like, wow, man, you were really getting edgy before you left. And you're like, nice now. Which I have to say, sometimes we don't realize that we need a little time to get out and escape and just turn the phone off, turn the computer off. We've all been so stressed out over a jillion things. And, I, for one, am kind of like hungover from this whole, just 2020, right? And I'm ready for it to go away. And, but that being said, clearing your head at Big Bend, if you ever get the chance, I highly, highly recommend it. There's lots of driving. I mean, we hiked a ton, but that's pretty much all we did. But you can drive the park if you're not all up into hiking. There's 2-mile hikes, there's 6-mile hikes.
There's like half-mile hikes.
Our 6-year-old knocked them all out. One of them, we had to bribe her with a Snickers bar, but other than that.
Chris said, toward the end of one of them, he was like, okay, girls, if you don't complain and you don't stop, we'll get you a treat. Right?
And you're going to like it.
He said he already had a treat at the car.
I did.
Amazingly, he did. I thought he was just full of it.
Of course.
But he actually did have a treat at the car.
Of course.
I think it was probably his own Snickers, but.
They also did not complain very much at all. That was just on one.
It was just that one hike. They were tired. Little feet hurt.
This little rosé also, guys, great for Turkey Day. Goes great. Now, this is going to be like my next day turkey sandwich. The
that sounds good. That
Yeah.
sounds almost better than turkey with gravy right now.
I'm with you.
Sandwich.
That the next day, a little bit of mayo and pickles and turkey. Oof, that's what I'm talking about. So, yeah,
Man, babe.
we should have eaten lunch before we did this.
Well, I ate lunch. I don't know why you didn't.
I've been working. Clickety clackety. Okay, let's keep this rolling. I want to. Should we give away? Should we do a fall giveaway?
Is there anything else we need to say about the wine?
That it's
covered.
delicious.
Yeah.
So Mourvedre, this comes from a couple different vineyards. This is let me see here. The Mourvedre comes from I think two different vineyards, Timmins Estate and La Pradera vineyards.
Mm-hmm.
So the way we make that is we pick the grapes, we press them immediately. Same thing with the Sangiovese, except the Sangiovese was bled off, meaning we Sangied a little bit of the juice. So we make the red wine richer by bleeding off just a little bit of the juice, and we make Killer Rosé. We also, when we do that bleeding off, we do this at like 3 o'clock in the morning, so it's super laborious, but that's what makes the Killer Rosé, and that's what makes our red wines better too. And then there's a little dash of Malvasia in here, all from Farmhouse Vineyards. Big shout out to Katie Jane. She turned 45 this week, I think.
Oh,
so
really?
yeah, one of the
Happy birthday,
Farmhouse
Katie Jane.
families. So awesome folks. So let's keep on moving though. Although I do want to just keep drinking this. By the way, this with that charcuterie, the Visca, yeah, the Visca guys out of Wimberley have been providing all this charcuterie. Just seriously,
This one looks.
that one's delicious too. But try this one.
Oh, okay, try that one with the rosé.
Yeah, it was
What is
like
this?
spot on. That is I think it's thyme and something else. They make 4 different kinds for us now. And try the rosé. It was absolutely perfect. So let's do the fall getaway giveaway. What is this?
I feel like I was about to say something else too. But
The fall getaway giveaway, guys. This includes
it's got a picnic pack for 2 people and an educational wine experience for 2 people.
Tess Caroline, you heard food and you came over here. You can grab whatever you want. Do you want some cheese on it? Okay.
No? Okay.
Thank you. So what do you win?
Picnic pack for 2 people, an educational wine experience, also for 2 people. Hopefully, Kelsey's gonna draw a random winner. These are people who were tuned in just a moment ago, so hopefully you're still here with us. If you are, let us know in the comments.
You got 2 minutes.
Saraces?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michelle
Just
Saraces.
Michelle.
Congratulations. You got
Let us know
90
you're still
seconds.
here.
If you don't pop up in 90 seconds, whoosh,
Moving on.
moving on.
Well, I know what I
Moving on.
was gonna say. It's definitely a no dump Saturday because we don't even have a dump bucket.
That's right. Thanks, Kelsey. Getting real.
She's like, why do I keep giving them a dump bucket? They don't
If
ever
we never
use it.
use it. That's right. All right, we're gonna move straight into the Grenache. This is from Lehe Vineyards. This is one of my faves.
Chris is ready for some pie.
Yeah, well,
As
that
I
too.
am.
Oof, this pecan
Oh my
pie
gosh.
has been calling my name.
Delicious.
I bet all you guys watching at home wish you had a smoking pecan pie made by Chef Ty right now.
Oh, that Grenache is so good.
Oh, man.
Okay, let me get this pie whirl.
Also, guys, I don't know about you guys. We were talking about it earlier. I'm a big planner for Thanksgiving. I say that. I love to cook during Thanksgiving, but also like have some big gun wines and a lot of really cool stuff. And I also like try to lay all those wines out on the table. It's a real bummer when like, not your weird uncle. I don't really have any weird uncles, but like, you know, when your mom's friend comes over and she just like takes that really nice bottle of wine and just like pours this huge glass of it, and then you like see 3 other people grab it, and you're like, out of the 3 wines that I put out for Thanksgiving, that's really the one. So I always try to get doubles of everything, or this is a great time to have magnums as well. But doubles of wine is a really cool way to where you make sure you have 8-10 people. You can also revisit stuff towards the end of the meal. But that's something that I really appreciate is having doubles of wine. Something to think about today.
This Grenache is so delicious.
It is. Oh my goodness.
So delicious.
Really delicious. So this Grenache is 100% from Lehe Vineyards. guys, these folks at Leahy, they're one of the largest farming families in the state of Texas. They are the largest farming company in the state of Texas. I believe they are the second largest peanut producer in the world. There's one family in Argentina that's bigger. Super nice folks. They grow a lot of good fruit for us. We buy mostly Mourvedre and Cabernet from them, and also a little bit of Grenache, but super tasty Grenache. They have about 1,200 acres. They are actually the largest farming company of grapes as well in the state of Texas. Really great guys. Andy Timmons actually helped plant all those vineyards, and then they're still going strong. They have about four different blocks around Brownfield, Texas. This Grenache is one of my absolute faves. 17 was such a great vintage. Kind of everything came into play, and usually we would be blending this wine. A lot of it goes into our Mourvedre blends or our GSMs, but this was so good we had to have it stand alone. Really, it kicked off. We get Grenache now from La Pradera Vineyards as well, and you'll still see that in our program. Grenache is not meant to be a dark variety. It's also light, bright, very fruit forward. This is also a great turkey wine as well.
Someone asked if 17 was the last that we made Grenache standalone, and you were talking about how it's a blender. I know we've got a 19 coming up.
There's an 18
too, right?
I think there's an 18 Grenache, but it's still in the library. We haven't released it yet.
Okay.
It's still in the cellar. So wine club members, get ready. You'll see some Grenache. Oh man, I absolutely love this. Hey, and also
David loves it too. He couldn't wait and drank it days ago.
That's
You're
okay,
missing out right now, David, but that's okay.
So this is also going to be in our Thanksgiving or our holiday entertainment pack. And I think we're going to throw 2 of these in there too, because of that reason. Like I hate watching that bottle get smoked, and then you're just like, man, I wish I would have drank this. This is what you pull out. This or Enchante. Well, I don't know. The Mourvedre is really good too. But this is like when the turkey comes out and you start slicing it. Boom. This really, really goes well with turkey. It's one of my faves. With fresh turkey stuffing, all that good stuff. You know, turkey isn't very fatty, so you don't want a real tannic wine to go for Thanksgiving. Also, we have our family coming in for the better part of a week. We're going to go to the river for a couple days.
Chris's sister and her family are coming in. We haven't seen them since the summer.
Yeah. Which we're super excited about. So let's talk about this week. I mean, like, I don't know about you guys. Like, it's tough being a business owner. It's tough thinking about 82 souls every day. And you know what? Sometimes I make the right decision. I think a lot of times I make the right decisions. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes people second guess me, and it's really tough. And I got to thinking about this week. I had a lot of. I've been really trying to work on fear-based anxiety planning, meaning like, you know, everything as a business owner, I look at and go like, all right, what's any opportunity? I'm like, all right, what's the worst thing that could happen? And I start thinking about playing out different scenarios in my head. And some of that's good, but a lot of that really hinders your creativity. And this week, especially, you know, I've been replaying some decisions I made and some like, you know, just some opportunities and some things. And you know, as a businessman, as a family man, or family woman too, as leaders of organizations, men, women, all in, you know, sometimes we look at certain decisions that we make, and it's a lot of pressure, because you also got to look at your team and go, guys, this is the way we're going to go. We're going to go charge this hill, and that's the right decision. And I want all of you guys to do that.
And that's what we're doing.
And that's what you're doing. You got to be confident about it, whether you're the mom in the family or the dad in the family. And sometimes you make the right decision, and sometimes you don't. And the difference is, I think, is like how we get up. You know, how we get up and overcome those failures, or not even failures. Sometimes you second guess your decision, and that doesn't serve you, doesn't serve your family, doesn't serve your company. Second guessing those decisions. It's about how we get up and make it better the next day. And this week I had a tough week because I was like second guessing a lot of my decisions, and I got to thinking about my dad, because my dad used to make us hit hundreds and hundreds of baseballs a night. We were so blessed. We had a batting cage, and we lived out on property and out in the country. And our dads, my neighbor's dad and my dad built this like cool, like just telephone pole baseball field in a batting cage. And they would make us hit hundreds and hundreds of baseballs. And as we got older, I still remember when the kids my age, they were starting to throw some junk. And like, that was like curveball, sliders. Yeah, they were throwing lots of different pitches. And we started getting in, and we were awesome little baseball players because we hit so many baseballs all the time, every day, morning, noon, and night. Like, we were also hitting baseballs. But like, I remember like we would so get involved. We were like 10, 12 when other kids started throwing junk, and about like, man, what do you think they're going to throw? They're going to throw a slider. They're going to throw a curveball, like a knuckleball. Some of the kids had a knuckleball, and like we were going up and we're trying to guess, and we're fear-based anxiety thinking. We were thinking about what the next pitch was. And you know what? My dad was like, you guys, y'all hit a ton of different baseballs. Y'all throw to each other. You throw sliders, you throw curveballs, you throw knuckleballs. You got to visualize hitting the home run or hitting the great hit, and quit thinking about what they're going to throw at you, because you're a damn good hitter. And you're gonna smack that ball, and you gotta visualize yourself hitting a good hit and playing a good play, and quit thinking about what they're gonna throw at you all the time, because it doesn't serve you. And that really kind of hit home this week, as I was like, man, what are they gonna throw at me next? I don't know. And just constant rolling over in your head. In the end, it doesn't matter. That's not gonna help us make better wine. That's not gonna help us be more creative. Do we need to think about what bad things can happen sometimes? Yeah, absolutely, sure. We have to assess risk, but let's not let it feed us. Like, that doesn't serve us. That doesn't make us better. We made the decisions. Now let's get up and keep on rolling with it. So that's my soapbox for the day. Eye on the prize. Yeah. So,
well, this was a good prize.
Cheers.
Grenache was delicious.
So good. And super tasty with that pecan pie. I'm going to make another little, we should try it with this too.
Okay. Don't have to tell me twice.
That's right.
I'm in.
So, guys, sorry to go my family story over there, but Kelsey, we got a question.
Yeah, someone asked if you ever thought about making a GSM blend, Abilene Chris.
We have thought for many years, because you know what? We have made
the question, I guess, in here was, have we thought about making a GSM, a Grenache Syrah Mourvedre blend?
Yes, and if you're in our wine club, we make an amazing GSM, or it's actually more Mourvedre, so it would be an MSG, but it doesn't quite have the same ring to it, so we call it a GSM, and we blend in a little dash of Tannat in it, and that is something. And we're working right now on a Rhone blend that is going to be kind of like a compilation from a couple of our key vineyards, which I'm super excited about. Our wine club members, get ready, because you're going to get to try some really, really cool stuff that's coming out later on this year. The wine's already blended, already in bottle, but we are actively looking at a new blend. And Leah, our marketing person that I know is watching this, is probably cringing right now, because she's like, we don't have a name for it. But you know what? We're going to figure out a name. So also, if you guys have a name for it, please feel free to just float it out there. Maybe it will be perfect for us. So, but yeah, no, thank you for that question, because we love GSM, and we're making quite a lot of Grenache, quite a lot of Mourvedre, and quite a lot of Syrah, and we're growing that aspect of the program. We also may blend a little Cinsault, which is quite delicious. It's another Rhone variety. So
yeah, speaking of names, we've asked the same audience here, thank you all for your suggestions, to help us name the Johnson City vineyard that we've referred to a few times up the road from us. We still have a name, but I don't know if you guys, if you're on Instagram, if you follow our vineyard manager, Evan, he had
what's his handle, by the way, while you should get on your phones and Vineyard Evan.
Vineyard Evan. At Vineyard Evan. So anyway, this week they burned a burn pile on property, and underneath the burn pile that I guess has been there since we owned the property, there was a well, like hidden underneath the burn pile. So,
a hand dug well, which is pretty cool.
It looked really cool. Cool story in his Instagram and a cool picture. I told Chris we should maybe think about naming it after that hidden well. I think it's a good name, Hidden Well. Anyway, He didn't really like
dig
it.
it.
He didn't really like it, but
I'm marinating.
think about it.
Mhm.
That'd be a cool name.
I dig it. I
It's
dig
got a
it.
story behind it.
Kels, what
Just
other?
saying.
We have another question. What do we got?
Lyndon is
Not
a
too
lovely
many.
name.
A lot of people are just loving the Grenache.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stop drinking this Grenache. By the way, with this charcuterie too, is absolutely
I
phenomenal.
know.
All right, well, let's keep on
I really
moving.
wasn't.
Well, actually, what would pair like Thanksgiving wise would Thanksgiving turkey pair really well with the Grenache?
The Thanksgiving turkey would absolutely, and
Mhm.
we talked about that a little bit earlier. I definitely recommend the Grenache with the Thanksgiving turkey. Again, make sure you have enough of it to pour around.
That's what I was going to say. Another reason to have 2 bottles or magnum of the wines that you're serving. I have a really bad habit of wanting to try everything, so I typically pour really small so I can try them all. But sometimes if I notice someone, like Chris said, pours a big glass of something I wanted to try, I'll catch myself rushing through what I'm currently drinking to make sure I get something and that kind of ruins your experience. You don't get to savor because you're worried about it not being there. So you rush through whatever else you were trying. So
That's a great point, babe.
yeah.
That's a great point.
I definitely
And
caught that happening to myself a few times. It's not the way I want to enjoy my wine.
while you're prepping your dish, okay, this is my pet peeve. When people don't try their dish throughout the cooking process, like,
I'm guilty of that.
yeah, it drives me nuts. Like she'll put it on the plate and she's like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Well, you can't change it now." You know, like
That's how you know I follow
taste it.
recipes and Chris is a true
no, but I mean, like I would encourage everybody to taste their food, and then you know what? Like open the bottles a little bit of. All these wines could definitely benefit from opening a little bit ahead of time. Taste it with your dishes and see. And you know what? Super cool topics to talk about at the Thanksgiving table, because you guys got a lot of ammo, a lot of cool tech sheets that you can talk about. You guys have them all downloaded or sent to you in your email. So definitely pull some of these tech sheets and talk about the growers. Talk about Leahy, and this comes from one of the biggest farmers in Texas. Talk about the Mourvedre from Farmhouse that we're about to drink, and that family. There's a profile of them online. So, you got all these cool talking points because you guys are drinking with intention. You guys are hand selecting these wines for your Thanksgiving table, which I think is really cool, and definitely going to, add a little certain accent to your Thanksgiving meal. It's just going to elevate it and make sure that your Thanksgiving is that much better. So.
Before we move on, someone asked, should we chill? Choking on my words. Should we chill this Grenache? Before you answer, Scott had a really funny answer. He said, not if your hands are chilly. But anyway, would you? I like this one a little. Not chill, but I definitely want it. I don't want it 72 degrees.
Yeah, throw it in. I think with all the red wines, I mean, like throw them in the fridge for 15 minutes. Or leave them in your wine cooler, but throw them in the fridge for 15 minutes and then pull out all your red wines, even your big gun reds. Here's where I love Thanksgiving, because where you can find all the people that don't really know what they're talking about with wine. Like we have people that come over to our house and they're like bringing this like big gun high alcohol Napa Cabernet, and they're like, this costs $150, and they slam it on the table, and you're like, man, this is the wrong thing for turkey. Like the wrong thing. Like I'm glad the wine's good, and it probably is, and that's all well and good. But you know what? You know what's great for turkey? This Leahy Grenache right here. That's going to be one of the most incredible wines for turkey. And you know what's great for that turkey sandwich? Right here. And it goes great with chips and salsa. It's like much, yeah. I mean, so like fat and tannin. You know what? This doesn't have a lot of tannin in it. The Grenache is very fruit forward, so it's not a perfect wine for ribeye. If you guys have ribeye for Thanksgiving, don't drink the Grenache. It's not a good choice.
What about some people, including my sister and brother-in-law, always have prime rib? What would you pair with the prime rib?
Enchante
coming up. Christine asked, what are we drinking? We are finishing up on the Grenache. We're about to move on, but we are
I saw you had a full
on
glass,
the
so I'm trying to.
I know. I'll take care of that. Don't worry.
Drink it. Let's go to Mourvedre. Ooh,
So
Grenache
delicious.
and pimento cheese. Heck yeah.
We were so busy, we didn't have any dump buckets.
That's okay. We want our guests to have dump buckets. We can go with
Here, do you
that.
want this glass? You good? Oh, that's why I married you, babe.
So
I
proud.
love
I'm
it.
so proud. Thank you, sir.
I love it.
I shouldn't have given myself a refill.
Okay.
Man, doesn't this smell good?
Hey guys, Leah just told me something.
What?
Okay.
What?
She
Leah's got
just-
news.
She just told me that she's putting all these wines on a 6-pack.
All these wines are what's happening today, right now.
Yeah.
On a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 4. How does it make up the 6?
They're gonna do 2 more Vedras,
2 more beds, which we just poured.
2 Grenaches,
2 Grenache, which we were just raving about.
1 Rosé,
1 Rosé
and 1 Enchante.
and 1 Enchante.
That's awesome. Okay, cool.
All right.
Well, now we have a 6-pack available. What's it called?
Holiday Entertaining Pack.
The Holiday Entertaining Pack. All right, cool. So
We know you've already enjoyed these.
we inspired greatness
So-
today, baby.
Now you gotta
We inspired a pack that's available on our website. So, no, thank you, Leah, for doing that. I appreciate it.
We're
So
gonna have
I
to
hope that's
snag
online.
at least one of those.
Yeah, I hope it's online. I assume it's online right now.
It's
So
on.
that's,
It's good.
you can get 2 Grenaches, 2 more Vedras, 1 Enchante, and 1 Rosé.
You hear the kids jangling my keys over there?
Oof. They think they dance and then they can do whatever they want. So,
I mean, they kind of can.
Mhm.
We've had them dancing now. How many months? How many tastings?
but they
has it
missed
been?
1 or 2, maybe.
I think they only missed 1.
Just more Vedra is great. I have not had this in way too long. Okay, so another
Yeah.
2017 more Vedra from Farmhouse Vineyards. Wow, this wine, high alcohol too. It's
Is it?
let me see here. Tastes about 14% or 15.4.
Yeah, little.
Yeah,
Get
High
your-
alc.
Get your party pants on.
that's right. Yeah, this 60% of the time works every
Oh my
time, if you know what I mean.
What movie was that? Anchorman?
I think it was Anchorman.
We should
But-
watch that tonight. I'm in for a dumb movie.
You know, that sounds good. So this wine wears the alcohol incredibly well. 17, you'll find across Texas wine, a lot of higher alcohols in 2017. We had a very long vintage, meaning we had a lot of spring rain, a lot of great vegetation, and then a very mild summer and a very mild fall, which was really great. So I think made one of the coolest vintages we've ever had. Coolest meaning awesome, not coolest isn't, but it was cool. Sorry, that was a double entendre. So no, definitely. Is that what that means?
I mean, I think it's
Forgive
double
me, I
entendre.
went to Texas A&M. All right.
I think that also means it's got like sexual undertones to it, which it didn't.
Oh.
It's not just double meaning, right?
Oh.
Double entendre means something else.
Please give me some feedback on that. I'm sure you guys.
Maybe I'm wrong. Now I kind of hope
Has
I'm
a double
wrong. I'm
meaning, like
embarrassed I
cool
said
as in
it.
awesome and cool. Why are you always going to think about sex? That's wow. That's why I married you, I guess.
All right, moving right
Moving
along.
on. So this is farmed at Farmhouse Vineyards. This is right south of Brownfield, right north of Brownfield, right south of Lubbock, in Meadow, Texas. If you're familiar with the area, you have to call it Meta. Okay, Meta. But we all call it Meta, but it's Meadow, Texas, spelled Meadow, Texas. This is about probably, 50 miles maybe from New Mexico. Really, really cool area. So this has got a lot sandier soil than down south, or South Terry County or South Brownfield. And the guys that grow this, Nicholas Seaton and Anthony, they are just great farmers. These guys are hustlers. They grow black-eyed peas. They grow cotton. They grew watermelons this year. You talk about some great farmers. Andy Timmons loves these guys too, and kind of brought us all together. And they are it's so cool to get some other farmers on the other side of the county of Terry County that are doing such a good job. They're really pushing the envelope in a lot of different ways. And again, shout out to Nicholas's wife. That is Katie Jane. She's been a good friend for a long time. It's her birthday today. They also have their own winery, Farmhouse. I don't know if it's Farmhouse Vineyards or Farmhouse Winery, but anyways, you can go check them out. They make lots of different wines, but we're happy that they sell almost all of their grapes to other wineries, including ours. I think we're one of their biggest customers. So, but this Mourvedre,
So good.
so tasty. Again, perfect. This is a great pork tenderloin wine. This is a great turkey wine as well. Again, not incredibly tannic. I always think about like Wednesday night at our house, the big night before Thanksgiving. Seems like we're always cooking up a storm. This will be a perfect thing for pork tenderloin. I love this for New York strips as well. If you're making like a less fattier beef, definitely go this. Hamburger wine, not so much. I wouldn't go there. But I definitely go like leaner. If you have quail, this wine in quail.
Oh man, quail sounds so good.
We should do that. Quail is one of the most underrated things. Like quail is a fine meat, and you can buy it even at HEB. And tell you what, if you buy quail, people will think that, oh my gosh, you got ribeye.
No, it seems very elevated.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you mean? Yeah.
Cornish game hen. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Cornish game hen. We haven't had Cornish
I
game
was
hen in
about
a
to
while.
say, like
we
a
used to cook it.
decade?
Yeah, we used to cook it quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it
What
seems
the
like,
heck?
yeah.
I want to know, we haven't asked this, what is everyone up to this evening? I know that I had planned on recording the Aggie game and going home and watching it, but it's postponed.
Rona got him. Rona got him.
Dang, Aggies
By the
have
way,
been on a roll.
What are the Aggies ranked?
I don't know. I didn't check the.
That's not a number
rankings.
one, but I think it's like 4 or 5.
We're up there, y'all.
Yeah.
I just hope that this
Big wins.
This better not like kill our roll we're on.
That's okay. That's okay.
But the Aggies can withstand a week off.
Jimbo's
But
got him.
next
Jimbo's
week.
got him, man. We ain't worried about that.
It's been a good season.
It don't matter. Jimbo drinks William Chris wine, by the way, by the case. That's why the Aggies are winning. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I really hope people do. That'd be
Yeah.
so cool if we drink William Chris wine.
All right, guys. I want to
So
eat
what are
all
y'all
this
up
too.
to tonight? Tell us. You got something cool going on. Number 5. Thank y'all for telling us our ranking.
Oh, thank you, Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie's a good Aggie.
Yes, she is.
Jamie was
Becky knows too. Woo. Eric, thank you.
I just got
It's
a,
bad luck to talk about the Aggies. What are you talking about? No, it's not. Jennifer,
yeah. Whoa.
why is it bad
Whoa.
luck?
Hey, speaking of the
I hope I
Aggies,
didn't jinx us.
Claire Bear and I, we just got a chance to lecture at Texas A&M the other day. It was so
Claire,
cool.
Who is Claire?
Claire's our
People
assistant
don't know who
winemaker.
you're talking about.
Claire was, she was in a class that I lectured at about 5 years ago.
Mhm.
And then she came in later, interned for us. And then we offered her a job the next year. She came back, was our lab manager for a year, and then went off to New Zealand and then came back, and she's now our assistant winemaker. She's such a good Aggie, and she's doing such a great job. She's lecturing at A&M every now and then too. So it's super cool to get to talk to the students at A&M and encourage them about the Texas wine industry. Guys, I got to tell you, the industry is blowing up. I mean, shoot, across from our house is already like 3 other wineries. Like we live right down the road, and it's crazy how
And
much.
there's who knows what going in.
Yeah, we just saw the new place. I don't know.
Up to 90.
It's wineries are popping up everywhere, and we hope that they're all like growing grapes and making wine from Texas.
Yes.
And it looks like there's so many good folks joining the industry. We actually really hope that you guys are. I mean, you should only enjoy our wine, by the way. But if you had to go somewhere else, check out the Texas Wine Growers. It's a great website with all wineries that are only 100% Texas grown. Like ours. Again, it doesn't mean that the wines are bad other places. We're not saying that. But we hope that we would encourage you to buy 100% Texas grown wine, because in the end, I think that's really meaningful and really impactful to all the Texas farmers that work really, really hard. There's Texas grapes that didn't get bought this year. There's lots of bulk wine out there still, because Texas wineries are not buying Texas grapes, which is unfortunate, because they can buy cheap Texas grapes or cheap bulk wine from California and blend it in and not tell you about it.
Which, and there's nothing wrong with wine from other states, but we just prefer to know.
Yeah, we
where
want it to
our
be
wine is coming
100%
from.
Texas grown. So, okay, grand finale time. Are you ready?
Grand finale. Oh God.
Here,
Okay.
do you want to?
Okay.
I'll drink all that with you. Why don't you? As much as I'd like to get you drunk and take advantage of you later, why don't we? I'll help you drink that a
Oh
little
my
later.
goodness. Okay, now I've got 3 glasses.
Deep pour Catherine.
You poured for me.
What? I don't remember that. Fake news. Fake
I did
news.
not get a refill that time. I don't think.
Also,
I'll have to play back the tapes.
Also, guys, just a reminder to everybody, we are 100% open. We are taking an incredibly large amount of precautions to keep all of our team safe, all of our patrons safe. I hope you know that it is like everybody. Everybody's worried about safety, including us. We want to. We are working very hard to make sure that we remain safe. I don't know if we'll make it through another shutdown. We are working very, very hard to make sure that when you come on this property, that you feel comfortable, that our team feels comfortable. So please note that we're not perfect, okay? But we work very, very hard. By the way, if you are coming to one of our release parties or come in for a tasting, please make a reservation.
You have to have a reservation. There's no question about it. You have to have a reservation. If you come without one, we will not be able to accommodate. I hate that that's the way it is now, but that is the way it is now. And that's the same, not just release parties, every day. You gotta have a reservation now. We gotta know you're coming, so we'll have everything ready. Gotta have a reservation.
Absolutely.
It's the only way we can keep it safe for everybody.
And we want to make it really fun, a really great experience for everybody. It happens that some people show up and say, hey, I bought a lot of wine and I just showed up on a Saturday at 3:00 and
we love you so much, but we cannot accommodate.
It's super frustrating and we got to make it fair for everybody. So know that our 82 families, our 82 souls that we are watching out for every day are working so incredibly hard to make sure that everybody is safe. And we also got to make sure that means whenever we need to quarantine, we'll quarantine. I mean, I'm sure everybody out there is going through the same thing. And just know that we got to keep the faith and keep waking up. We got to get back up after we fall down and keep on working on it. So it's tough, but we're going to get through it. And what's the alternative? Don't be afraid. We'll just keep on working. So
that's it.
All right.
Okay, let's talk about this Enchante. So with our holiday coming up I guess it's not next week, but the week after. Feels like it's already next week. We're all preparing for our Thanksgiving feast. What should we be eating when we drink the Enchante, other than the prime rib? We already talked about that.
So one of my favorite things, and I ate it for dinner last night, is braised lamb. Yeah. We had lamb shank last night for dinner.
Most people don't have all these different kinds of meats. But you got a week of celebrating. Hopefully.
That's true. So
or
lamb,
at least 2 days, 3 days, a weekend of.
Here's the deal. My dad, who doesn't like lamb because he was raised in the Middle East and he would have mutton or whatever, and he was raised in the Middle East on a military base. But he's like, oh, I hate lamb, but he'll eat the lamb that I make. So Catherine and I raise our own lamb.
Same with my mom. My mom doesn't like lamb, but she has liked it the way you've made it before.
Yeah, absolutely. So braised lamb is a great way to just make delicious meat. And so lamb is a great option. If you haven't, I would encourage you, get uncomfortable, go out there, try to make some lamb. I know in the past I've actually slaughtered a couple of our lambs and shared it with our wine club members and all that good stuff. So if you're really interested in some lamb, give me a shout. I can also, actually, even better, I'll forward your contact or forward you a contact to somebody who sells wine or sells lamb for a living. Rather, we don't do it for money. We just do it for our house and for the winery. But that being said, lamb is such a great meat that especially shows the sense of place, which obviously we're big on. But Hill Country lamb, oh my gosh, if you eat Dorper, there's such a great flavor to it. So we made lamb last night.
You're so generous. I did not make this. I ate it.
I made it. Yeah. No, we made lamb shake, braised lamb shake. It was absolutely to die for. Super simple. It took me about 30 minutes, 20 minutes of prep time, and threw it all in a pot and, baked it for 2 hours, like in a little Dutch oven. And this wine with that dish, that is what I'm talking about.
So good.
Yeah. The richness, it's just, I love that slow cooking, style. This Enchante, this is what the Hickory Sands is all about. And I got to give my hats off to Tony, our winemaker too. This is kind of one of the first wines that he blended while he had the helm. And so how this goes is Tony works on a wine, he puts all these blends together, and then starts to puts it in for Bill and I. And this is a wine, Bill doesn't blend every single wine anymore, but Enchante is something that Bill is always in the room for blending. And so I don't envy Tony,
project.
He was sitting there with blends, and he just knocked it out of the park. I think it was his decision to really push to be a little cab heavier, and it really accentuated the vintage. And we had a couple of variations, and it took us about 2 weeks to get to the final product of this. But I am so happy with this one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just the grace and elegance of the Hickory Sands. And this is all hails from right north of Fredericksburg all the way to Mason. So you're getting this really cool band of decomposed granite over sandstone. That's what gives it that kind of flintiness, a little bit of that cola, that kind of red fruit that I love.
Cola really does.
Yeah.
It's really coming out to me today.
Absolutely. And Enchante, this is the wine that built William Chris. I mean, we started this company with $40,000 in American Express, and to Enchante, which means I'm so pleased to meet you, or I'm so enamored with your presence. This wine has been the staple at William Chris, the constant that has just helped build our company. And hats off to Bill Blackman, who grew most of this wine, and Evan. And our vineyard management team and all the other folks. So this comes from a little bit from Granite Hill, or a lot from Granite Hill Vineyards, a little bit from Loyal Valley Vineyards. We also have some from Robert Clay, a little bit from Talon Vineyards. This is a super serious wine that I will roll into Bordeaux and put this on the table, and I'll just walk away. Just drink that, enjoy. This is us. And I'll be proud to serve this wine anywhere in the world, which is, I think one of the coolest things, and I'm so glad that we've built this program. A little bit of Petit Verdot in this as well. So
Jennifer asked, would this Enchante go well with Ossobuco? I think yes, but you tell me, professional.
You're right on. You're right on. For sure. Steak frite, perfect. And I love this because there's a lot of grace and elegance to this wine. There's a lot of old vines in this. So you're not getting bowled over with rigid tannins. These are very well-developed tannins, like silky tannins. Personally, I think we should charge more for this wine and taste it. And then just I'll put this with anybody in the world.
You missed the comment, and I have to scroll back to remember who said, it's Brian White Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Always at the clutch comments. He said, Enchante is double the time value of $150 napkin.
I'm with you on that. I seriously am. I mean, the grace and elegance of this wine, it's there. I mean, and there's nowhere else in the world that tastes like this. And that's what you're getting. I mean, when you enjoy our family of brands, you're getting these really great, unique areas of Texas. And this is what the Hickory Sands tastes like. And what's crazy, there's not a whole lot of Texas wineries that even can offer you this, that even anything close to this. There's not anybody identifying the Hickory Sands and farming grapes in those areas. Pernell Cellars has a vineyard in that area. Mm-hmm. I think that's where their family vineyard comes from. But other than that, there's not a whole. Robert Clay, they have obviously Par, but nobody's making this wine with the power. This powerful of a wine, even any of the brands I just mentioned. So super special right here. Okay, wow. We've covered a lot of ground, guys. I hope you know.
We've had some good wine. We've had some good food.
Yes. As much as I'd like to get 2020 over with and then move on, like all of us, man, I'm looking forward to the holidays. We are going to have a great Thanksgiving. We're going to have a great Christmas. I know it's going to be awkward. We haven't, it's going to be different, you know what? That's okay. And it takes all of us, you guys watching out there, to just like own the narrative, right? We've got to make the best out of every situation. Yeah, it's going to be different. We're going to be, with maybe smaller groups of people. We're going to be.
Ours is going to be for sure smaller. Like we said, Chris's sister and her family are coming in, but I don't think none of my family will be with us.
Right.
Maybe my dad, but none of my siblings, not my mom, not my stepdad, nobody else.
Yep.
My dad's a maybe. It's just, that's the time that's the COVID the way it is.
Yep.
You just have to.
But you know what? We're going to have
do.
a shit ton of fun. We are going to turn it up. We're going to drink lots of wine and
eat some wonderful food. I've got my classic standby holiday recipes ready to go.
We owe it to each other. Like we got, as Americans, as good people, we owe it to each other to keep on celebrating the good times and to make sure that we are doing it for our kids. Our kids deserve a great Thanksgiving. Our kids deserve a great Christmas.
You know what? We deserve a great Thanksgiving.
High five to that
I
one.
mean, I want to do it for the kids too, but what about us?
Yeah.
What about us?
And then I tell you what, that was something that we were talking about 2 weeks ago. And we have these things called values, oil changes. And we, as a company, we all sit together and we like take our leadership and we talk about our values and we kind of go through and make sure that we are hitting all the, or living our values. And we talk about and give examples. And I got all the way down, which halfway through is fun. And I got to fun and I was like, I haven't had a lot of fun.
You just blanked. We've had a lot of fun.
We have, but I mean,
these videos have been a lot of fun.
That's true. But we
didn't think they would be
the last 8 months have
first.
been exhilarating. They've been exciting. They've been a lot of different things, but like, we gotta have more fun, and just not have that fear-based anxiety, not have those hooks in us, and just like, let's get back to having fun. And yeah, it's a different world.
Relax.
Yeah.
Try to relax.
Drink some
I can't even move in a relaxed way.
It's because you worked out so hard today.
I tried.
Yeah.
Really, I worked my abs out the hardest. They're not even sore yet. It's coming.
It's coming. That's right. But guys, I so appreciate each and every one of you out there. I hope you guys know our 82 families, like, you mean the world to us. I appreciate you guys watching. I know we have another giveaway to come out.
We're talking about how grateful we are for all our viewers, but Kristen in the comments just had a really great idea, a reminder that I want to just make sure everyone knows. Give those amazing gifts better than ever to your kids' teachers. If you have kids, if they're in school, what a year for the teachers.
You're talking about a teacher, right?
I used to be a teacher, and I'm really
are you like
glad
a
I'm not
Marine?
anymore
Is
this
it like,
year.
are you like always once a teacher, always a teacher?
I don't know if teachers can say that, but I don't see why not. I mean, I did it for 8 years, and I definitely think about it all the time, and I'm so grateful for my kids' teachers. This year has been one heck of a year.
Stone Elementary is doing great.
Yeah, just glad they're still open. Kids can go back again on Monday. Other area schools closed down this week, but our kids is still open.
Yeah.
We haven't had any kids with a case. None of the teachers have had COVID yet. Knock on wood.
Okay.
It's a good thing.
So guys, a couple reminders. Online right now, I want you to get ready. You've got
You want me to bring
the
it up?
6-pack. The 6-pack.
Oh, yes, the holiday entertainment.
This is a little cool something
Yep.
that we're going to offer. We're going to do 2 Grenaches, 2 Mourvedres, or 2 Enchantes, 1. How did I say that wrong?
2 Grenache, 2 Mourvedre,
And
1
1
Rosé, 1 Enchante.
Okay, yeah. I hope everybody got that. That is going to be online right now.
That's what you want for Thanksgiving.
That's the holiday pack. That's for next week. We are going to skip next week our virtual tasting.
Well, we're skipping a lot.
Also,
Almost a
guys,
month.
you can replay this for your folks if you guys are sitting around and during the holidays. You can replay this one for and enjoy all these wines, and we can talk through them, which is pretty cool. But
That's a really good point.
we're also going to do for the next virtual tasting, what's the date?
It's December 12th. Where's the date? 12th.
December
Yes.
12th.
I had it
So we got some
memorized. I
time.
was looking for confirmation, but I had it in my head.
Vanna, what will you win?
What will you win? Well,
The 2017 Morvedra.
you're gonna get a lot of wines in this pack, y'all.
We got 6-pack.
and I'm
Six-pack.
gonna totally butcher the order.
Kelsey, stupid
What
question.
do we want first?
Can they order both of these at the same time and get a full case then shipped on us?
That's not it. Let me
Yeah.
find the right order.
Yes, okay, you
Here
can.
you go. Number one.
Okay, we're gonna start with Bingham Morved 2017. Shout out to the Bingham family, super great folks. We're gonna go right into the Klink family Sangiovese, a wine that we don't even make anymore. The Klink family is awesome. We're gonna
That's
do
the bonus.
2016 Malbec High Estate. Are you kidding me?
I know. Yo,
This-
I know you were like going through them so quickly, but
Do you remember
Wait a
Murderer's
second.
Row? The row of most amazing hitters. That's what this is. 2015 Lehe.
they should know what
Tanat.
that is because that was your winemaker
Oh yeah, I
blend
forgot about
day
that.
a few years ago.
The Murderer's Row is not included.
I have never.
But this is a Murderer's Row of wines. And then
Then bonus wine, not that we're not going to taste this one with you, but you're going to be able to enjoy this on your own time before our tasting, after our tasting, whatever you want.
yeah,
bonus
so the
wine.
2015. So this is out of. By the way, they took these out of our library, personal library. So you're getting the 2015 Malbec High Estate, the 2016 High Estate Malbec, the 2015 Tanat. This is like a superstar lineup. And for the first 100 people,
Yo,
we've got really cool jars of pecans that are all from Royalty Pecan in
which
Caldwell, Texas, right outside Agland.
Anyway, one of the jars, they're both roasted pecans. One is like a classic roasted, I think it's just a salted roasted. The other one, ooh, I didn't ask before we started if we could open them, so I'm glad you just did that. The other one is cinnamon roasted, Cinnapecan they call it. And
Oh.
actually, I don't think no one knew this, but last
We
night,
just finished those last night.
we had some cinnamon roasted pecans just from HEB. These were way better that we were enjoying during game night. We played
Old Maid.
Old Maid, which we don't play the card like in your hand Old Maid. We play the memory Old Maid. Pretty much we played memory with the kids.
I got my ass kicked 3 straight games in a
So
row,
the
and then I
first
came and
game-
dominated.
The first game, Chris didn't get one match. I was like,
Why are you gonna
Are
tell
you
people
not paying
that? Why are you
attention?
gonna tell? Why are you telling?
well, I never did win, but I was surprised. Usually you're really good at that game.
Yeah,
But I tell you what, June used to dominate. Tess's game.
Tess way better. No, Tess is
Oh,
on. Yeah, those are really good, kind of buttery too.
these are perfect. They are a little buttery and they're not like over coated. The ones from HEB were kind of over coated. They were too sweet.
So
This is a perfect blend of the nut and the sweet.
this little pack right here, the first 100 people, you guys are the first to see this, are gonna get all this, $175, and free shipping. Excuse me, shipping included.
Shipping included.
And if you use the code cheers,
Cheers.
you get 75% or 75%.
Hold on.
Well,
You get $25 off.
yeah, $25 off.
Cheers. Cheers to
Wait.
you.
That's crazy. You're
I
getting
know. No, this is
a way good deal. And you know what? Here's the deal, guys.
like our holiday gift to you. There's no way you
No.
should be getting all this for this price.
No, there is, because guys, I want each and every one of you guys to know we could not be here. Like our company would not be here without these virtual tastings, without all of you guys watching, without you guys sharing this with your friends. I'm serious, guys, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And this is something, and I'm not surprised because I know we talked about this earlier. We really hope that you guys enjoy these packs. Yes, it is less money than it should be, but I hope you guys know how much we appreciate you guys and how much we thank you for your business and just being part of our story. You guys will always be part of our story of the 2020 vintage. We worked really hard at producing all these wines, and to be able to share them with you and share them with your family. Screw all the press we've ever got. Screw all the medals and all the belt, whatever. That shit doesn't matter. It is the most amazing privilege to be able to share these wines with you and your family during the holidays, during just at dinner. That is what we are about. Wines with intention. And guys, you guys make that difference happen, and you share that intention with all your friends and all your family. And when that happens, that's just so incredibly meaningful for Catherine and I. That is what makes us tick. That's what builds our company. That's what makes the world a better place. And that serves our mission. So with that being said, cheers, guys. I really appreciate
Cheers.
you. All right, we got a giveaway.
Oh, giveaway. Okay, remember that if you win a picnic pack for 2 people, an educational wine experience for 2 people. You were eligible because you were here watching with us. I hope you're still here, Naomi Doll. Tell us you're still with us in the comments so you can win.
Kelsey did the first.
Claim your prize.
The first one.
First guy was here.
Perfect.
Yes.
So
I said guy,
Naomi,
it was Michelle.
but guys, thank you so much for being with us, for enjoying this. I hope you all get online, order a couple of 6-packs. You know what? You can pay them forward if you want to send them to somebody else.
What a great holiday gift.
Yeah, if you can't be with your family during Thanksgiving, send them a 6-pack and shoot them this video. But guys, we absolutely appreciate you. We couldn't do what we do without you. Thank you. Enjoy our wine online. Enjoy our wine at HEB, Central Market, Whole Foods, Kroger. We're at Total Wine now. You don't get these wines because these guys are just for our wine club members and the folks
Naomi's
watching.
here.
Awesome.
Congrats,
Naomi. So, folks, we love you. Love your neighbor. We want you to be your best self every day. Stay confident. Remember that you can hit the curveball, you can hit the slider, and quit worrying about what pitch they're going to throw, and just focus on hitting it and hitting it well. So we love you. Have a great day. Cheers.
Cheers.